next speaker tonight is a leader in her industry. She is a businesswoman, and she has been able to transform her sector and has been able to empower others in terms of marketing, in terms of communication, and that is none other than Mrs. Leah Hinestrosa, the president of Lema Group. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mrs. Leah.
Good evening, all. Well, usually I will start by saying that most of you don't know me, but the truth is none of you know me. But like she introduced me, I'm Leah Inestrosa. To this day, I can say I am the president of Lemar Group, a company who works through media, communication, investment lobbying, all with the purpose of changing Africa's narrative, owning Africa's narrative. Yes, we do work in media, we do work in investment lobbying to attract investment all through Africa, where right now we are especially working around the CEMAC region, looking to expand to. But this purpose, this goal, is not to ask for handouts from the rest of the world, but like I said, to change our narrative. Not like a handout, but as a power move, because it's not the same to be seen as the poor continent who needs some help than the continent that has so much potential that everyone wants to get their hand on the business. So when I was little, I grew up within a multicultural family. And well, I don't know what all of you thought when you got the invitation for this event, but personally, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a scam. I looked at my email, 100 most influential women in Africa, and I was like, what is this? I was very skeptical, and I even thought I didn't deserve it. Even after doing some research about what all of this was about, I didn't really feel like I deserved it. I didn't have a multi-million-dollar company. I wasn't famous outside of my country. I do host a podcast in my country, and I have been in the media. I've worked in the media too, and a lot of people know me in my country, but outside of that, I wasn't very well known, so I'm like, how do they know me? Why is my name on this? But then I realized when I was reading the criteria that it wasn't really about money or fame or anything like that. It was about impact. And that's when I realized that, okay, maybe I am having some impact, and maybe some of the seeds that I have been planting are starting to grow. The dots are starting to connect. And what I was trying to say before, I grew up in a multicultural family, and this made me grow up with some insecurities, because I always felt like I didn't quite belong anywhere. I wasn't enough from here, I wasn't enough from there. My skin tone made me feel out of place. I didn't feel enough from anywhere, out of place. And also, I wasn't great at math. I thought that I wasn't really good at the subjects that matter. And even when I was in college, I thought that I was late because I had to, well, I was studying first in Spain, then I went to England, but I had to study English first. So I was already behind from my classmates. I thought I was late. So I grew up with this set of insecurities across my life that gave me some sort of imposter syndrome all throughout my life. And I know some of you sometimes feel like you keep working and working, and sometimes feel like you're not moving the needle, you're not making any progress. Maybe sometimes you get stressed or frustrated because you're not getting where you want to get. But the truth is, all of those movements, all of those seeds that you're planting, all of those dots, one day they will all connect. Even when you think nobody's looking, somebody is looking. Even the ones that make you seem like they're not looking, they're looking. And sometimes you inspire people that they don't even tell you that you are inspiring to them. So I didn't feel deserving of being here, but when I started to connect the dots, I realized all of those insecurities that held me back are the ones that brought me here. Before, I didn't feel like I belong anywhere, but I realized it's not that I don't belong anywhere, it's that I belong to many places. I can connect with different kinds of people in different perspectives that many other people couldn't. I realized that maybe I wasn't good in math, but I had other strengths. I was more creative. I was somebody who liked to think outside the box, somebody who liked to create. And that is what nowadays is my livelihood. So I didn't have to be good at something that I didn't like. I just had to put more potential into what I was good at. So all this to say that we need to keep working. We need to keep connecting the dots. Sometimes I know we are frustrated, we have doubts, we have fear, but it is important for us to continue to do the work we are doing, because that's why we're here, to empower our heritage and elevate the futures of the young people, the young women who are looking at us without us even realizing. So I just want to leave you this message tonight. Whenever you are in doubt, whenever fear arises, just use your insecurities as fuel. Thank you very much.
Round of applause again to Ms. Leah for the wonderful speech and reminding us that our differences are in fact our uniqueness. We're not different, we're just unique in our ways, and that is why we have such a large continent that embraces each and every one of us, and that all the dots at some point end up connecting somewhere, somehow. And it is the story of many of us that are here who have started from very little, but now are impacting not just their nations, but internationally and across the world. So again, all the dots will connect, and hopefully they'll start connecting tonight for each and every one of us.